What's going on? It's your boy CJ Goodfella back with the Boxing Clinic. Here y'all also with another video. Tomorrow we're gonna do the Canelo Chavez Jr. prediction, so look out for that. But this is the review to Anthony Joshua versus Wladimir Klitschko. And yesterday we had a great fight. I remember when David Haye versus Wladimir Klitschko, with all the talk that David Haye did, it was supposed to be the biggest heavyweight fight since Vitaly and Lennox Lewis. It fell short, massively short, because of David Haye's performance and Wladimir Klitschko's style. This fight definitely was the best fight. It lived up to the bill since the Vitaly and Lennox Lewis heavyweight fight. As far as the names being big and the fight being big as well, like I talked about in the reaction video I did yesterday. Go back and check that out, the last video I did before this one. I talked about the technical things, but I'm just talking about the review, basically the reaction to everybody have, and Buddy McGirt, Tony Bellew. Anthony Joshua, a lot of people, because Tony Bellew made this comment like he's the biggest, he's taking Floyd Mayweather's spot as the biggest star in the sport. And I disagree. I mean, call me biased, but nobody knows who he is in the United States other than some casuals and some hardcore fans. You know what I mean? Nobody He can walk through the mall and everybody's gonna stare because he's a big guy, but nobody knows that he boxes. Nobody really cares about heavyweight boxing still in the United States till this day. It's still not popping like it is over there in the UK. And one thing to say about him being the biggest star, and how are you the biggest star when you only beat a 41-year-old guy, that's not in his prime, who's coming off an 18-month layoff, who got beat by Tyson Fury already previously, who's coming off an L. So you just look at those type of things where people overreacting. And then he struggled with the 41-year-old senior citizen known as Wladimir Klitschko. And he went to deep waters, but like I said, he's going to be a better fighter going through adversity now. Now, as far as him, being a star, absolutely he's not top 10 pound for pound. I don't think he's nowhere close to that. The division, the heavyweight division, still is lackluster compared to other divisions, but it does have some players in it. The Wilder, if Fury get back down the weight, Luis Ortiz, and then after that, it's pretty much a drop off. Maybe I'm forgetting the guy too, but as far as Anthony Joshua, he has talent. Being his power, I know fans are enamored by power, and they love power, and that's why boxing purists don't, guys that are pure boxers, they never get the credit because they're just so talented and they not getting, big knockouts. But, what's so disgusting to me is now everybody's giving Wladimir Klitschko all this credit because he took an ass whooping. Oh, he got up, he showed heart, he showed he has a chin. Why does it take for him to take an ass whooping to show that y'all guys appreciate Wladimir Klitschko? Similar to Floyd Mayweather. It's going to take for him to retire for him to get his just due. So why you can't give them props while they're doing what they're doing? Because they make it look easy. You know what I mean? Because they're boxing, they're doing what to their strong suit. And for a guy like Anthony Joshua, who's done absolutely nothing to this point in his career, to get all the accolades is just, sickening to me. Here's a guy that, he beat a 41 Wladimir Klitschko coming off an 18-month layoff, coming off a loss to real king of the heavyweight division, Tyson Fury. Hopefully he regains his form. And he's getting all the accolades that Wladimir Klitschko never got in his career. Come on now. This guy, he struggled with an old Wladimir Klitschko when Layman Brewster probably did it easier. Corey Sanders knocked him out in his prime in two rounds. Less than 2 rounds, basically. But, Anthony Joshua was getting the accolades. And it's crazy, though. Because people love exciting fighters, and I understand it. People blew up Lucas Matisse, say, oh, he's unbeatable. Look at the power. But one thing people forget is that power can be taken away by the right fighter. A guy that's smart, knows what he do, can execute the game plan from his trainer, and is used to doing it. And when it's taken away, and then people say, oh, he wasn't the guy he was supposed to be. Oh, they make all these excuses in the book. It's no excuse, Or the guy held, or he moved too much, that beat him. It's part of the game. But Wladimir Klitschko has a chance to exercise his rematch clause. Anthony Joshua called out Tyson Fury. But he's 100 pounds overweight, and Luis Ortiz is the mandatory for Anthony Joshua. Said he is not taking step aside money, but like I've seen a lot of funny things in the business before. They're not going to take the Luis Ortiz fight right now. They're going to find a way to wiggle out of it. But what's funny about it, and I'm going to transition this to my next video, is that Deontay Wilder's been calling Anthony Joshua out for like the last 8 months, but he won't acknowledge Deontay Wilder calling him out. Why is that? But like I said, I'm going to get into that into a next video. But, Anthony Joshua, he did what he had to do. He's going to become a better fighter. But is he a top 10 pound for pound superstar? Absolutely not. Maybe in the UK. But like I said, usually when those UK guys come over to America, they usually get exposed. Or when they get into the right fight in America, they usually get exposed. I don't remember the last UK European fighter that was the best pound for pound fighter in the sport. I don't remember it. And I still recognize Canelo Alvarez, Manny Pacquiao as bigger stars than Anthony Joshua right now. That's just my opinion. You can't be a star on the side of the pond. That really doesn't matter. We gone.